like they haven't carried tag team on. I kind of get that, but they haven't carried on the character rares, which I think make it so much better because you've got such a good connection to the characters. Like if you see Brock or if you see Misty or if you see someone else with a Pokemon, you're like, sick.
It's interesting actually how much Pokemon, even in the same era, like Sword and Shield, they go in and out of like card types and in and out of like print types. I know that sounds odd, but like in Sun and Moon as well, we had the prisms, in you had the breaks in XY. Like they always just throw in weird stuff every now and again, and then they just pull it out. Yeah, they just see if something sticks.
Yeah,
those prism cards, like they didn't stick at all, did they?
No, they didn't. Not too well. And the breaks, bro, I still to this day I hate breaks. I think they're one of the most ugly cards that ever exist. But I think you're right though. I think what they do as well with Pokemon, they like to like keep it different, right? So obviously you start with like in Sword and Shield, we've seen them start with like a normal style of cards as always, but then as they move into this next year 2021, we've already seen that they've had the special cards announced, so alternate artworks are going to come back, and they announced the Urshifu. Have you guys seen this?
The battle style or whatever it's called, with the weird kind of mechanics, the game change mechanics.
Yeah, and I know a lot of people are underrating this set right now, but I think it's just taking time to get going. Like Vivid Voltage, immediately we knew it was amazing rares, Pikachu VMAX, that was sold, So with Battle Styles, I think we can't really write it off just yet, but those special cards are real nice.
Amazing rares will be in Battle Styles, right?
He's cool.
Amazing rares. Like
the amazing rares are in Shining Fates. They're in Shining Fates,
yeah. But they're not in the battle.
Nah, I think it's the Shining Fates.
So weird.
That more looks like Digimon, mate. I thought you'd be happy with that.
No, don't get me wrong.
That looks like Digimon.
But I don't understand what they're doing with the mechanics because they're changing the mechanics all the time.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm just confused. Like,
Sorry,
I
what
think
is that?
GXs and
that's Urshifu VMAX, or Gmax in the games, but VMAX in the cards.
Yeah.
But it's just sick. Look at that. That's so sick, man. Look at that, bro. And then again, man,
They
PSA
modelled that on
10.
me.
One. If someone wants like a bit of not an advice, but if someone wants a good set to go for, like a graded set, go for the special cards in Sun and Moon, right? The Latias and Latios like Love Heart card, any alternate artwork. The was it Psyduck and the Magikarp from Wailord, right? The weird size one.
Psyduck and Slowbro. Is it Psyduck and Slowpoke?
Yes.
Slowbro? That's sick.
Why has he got a chicken's head?
It's
this guy.
He's got like this
he
big
looks like
bulky guy, and then he's like, from right at the top.
Family Guy? Where he fights the chicken.
Oh, yeah.
That's him.
Family Guy's come up too often, too much in this.
Feel old now.
So they're the regular cards.
Oh, okay, that doesn't look so much like
Big
a chicken.
Denny chickens.
And then these are
I
the
session chickens.
Yeah, I don't know.
But
I
then
like
again,
that. That's
you
cool.
don't know about the Pokemon as well, so maybe like, if we'd got to that point in the games, we'd be like, oh, we really like it. But like, we like Toxtricity because we've got to Toxtricity.
Yeah, I like Sword and Shield, the cards more, the more I played the game because it linked.
Yeah.
So I would say I actually prefer Sword and Shield over Sun and Moon just because I didn't personally play the Sun and Moon games at all. So I think the games and the TCG definitely does. What? I think the TCG and the games definitely link to actually make you feel like you're actually a part of that era.
And you also know the Pokemon. Like, and you can tell so much from a card. You can tell what the card, like the typing is and what the Pokemon looks like, but you don't get a feel for it. Like
personality. Game gives it personality.
Yeah, so as soon as you're playing with the Pokemon and it always hits first, like it has a really high speed state, you're like, oh wow, this needs to go like one of my starting Pokemon. Or if it's got like a special ability where you can escape from any Pokemon, even if it tries to trap you and stuff like that.
Yeah.
You're like, oh, and for some reason that gives you like a psychological link in your head where you're like, oh, I really love that Pokemon because he's useful.
Yeah. Like Shining Gyarados, I don't think like aside from that being like a really awesome shiny card, that wouldn't be Shining Gyarados if we didn't get it in the Gold and Silver games, right? In the Lake of Rage or whatever. So that attachment to it gives it that lore behind it.
Yeah.
And that's why I always say, I know it annoys Connor because he collected the
I'm not a big fan of Shining Gyarados, personally.
Shining Gyarados is my favourite of the Shining cards, literally just because of the Lake of Rage.
Nah, I mean, guys, if you're going to go after the Shining Gyarados is probably the last one you want to get.
And if you have got first edition and want to get rid of it,
just donate it to Connor, man, so you can throw it away.
Yeah, I'll take it off your hands.
We'll shred it.
Yeah, but I'll show myself shredding it. It'll be fine. No, you're right about Shining Gyarados. Absolutely, you are. It's an epic card. It's actually one of the cards that is aggressive Gyarados as well, which is so much different to the other cards, like that horrible Chinese one in Dark Gyarados. It's a horrible card. But the other second card to that is Misty's Gyarados, and Shining Gyarados is the best because they're just a bit more aggressive.
Yeah.
And how scared would you be if you were on that bloody boat?
I'll be honest. I think I'd be able to fit in its mouth and still stand up. So I think I'd be alright. You can't chew me. It's got like 4 teeth. It'll be fine.
It's like Dragonite as well, right? Dragonite is usually depicted as some sort of like cuddly giant dragon type thing, right? It's not really like that aggressive when you compare it to like Haxorus or some other like crazy. Yeah, this guy. Wait, I can't even see. Oh, I can see it just there. Yeah. But whereas in the Dark Dragonite card from Team Rocket, that's why that card is actually sick, because it's like, you know, he's actually being fierce once. And even, I think Rhymestyle pointed out that in the description, it literally says like God of Destruction. Like, how cool is that to have a Pokemon card that has literally got God of Destruction on the card?
And that Beerus.
Yeah. They stole, Dragon Ball Z stole Dragonite from Pokemon.
Yeah, they did.
That's the title. But I guess this is a nice little segment. We could wrap this segment up as like something about battle styles. So, you know, let's have one final, I guess, prediction on battle styles. I guess you guys might not know too much about it, but I've seen a lot of people on my Discord, a lot of people chatting, saying it's quite underwhelming right now. But all I'll say is, you just got to wait for it to come out. You know, like a lot of these sets, you know, Sword and Shield, that when that set came out, like that's a really sought after set now, the base set of Sword and Shield. And at the time, it just, you know, it fell through our fingers really. Whereas it only took Darkness Ablaze and then Logan Paul and then Vivid Voltage to then start like ramping it all up. And I think give it a chance and wait for the card list as always, right?
I think the play style with the new mechanics will be dropped within a few sets, but then worked upon and refined. I don't think they'll keep it, but I think they'll have something brought back to Pokemon in probably like a year or two that is very similar, but
could I make a prediction? I think this battle styles, it's going to be like Heart Gold, Soul Silver. I think you're going to have 4 sets of it. Yeah, like you did with Heart Gold, Soul Silver, and then they'll just leave it and they'll let it do its own thing. And I think later down the line it'll become very collectible because it'll be so unique. It's not long-term Pokemon, is it? Pokemon is cutesy, whereas a totally different battle styles, aggressive set, it might not be a hit when it first comes out. However, I think it will be 2 years down the line.
Is it weird that they're launching it at the same time as Digimon? With that style of art, like no, because you said that reminded you of Digimon.
No one cares about Digimon.
No one cares.
Pokemon, and I'm going, oh no, Digimon's releasing. No one cares
because they're playing to the Digimon market. That's the first thing you said.
They're not. I don't think they are.
Yeah,
I think you're right. Though. I think with collecting versus playing, I think usually the way it seems to go, like in my opinion, and then correct me if I'm wrong, because I might be wrong, is that playable cards are playable. And then collectible cards are collectible. Like I was speaking to one guy, and you know the Shining, the Call of Legends set. They were confused because that set was just so trash in terms of like playability, because it was just it was like a holiday set but as a booster box. So all those like SL Lugias, SL Rayquazas, apparently they were just rubbish. So like I was speaking to a guy and he was like, yeah, I didn't pick them up because they were just trash. And I was like, are you kidding? They're all shiny. It's a shiny Rayquaza like flying through the sky. What's wrong with you? But I guess I think
you have just defined Magic the Gathering. You have fully defined Magic. Yeah. Nobody collects Magic because everybody plays Magic. Like that was a special set. That wasn't normal Magic. Nobody really grades Magic. People only play that game.
Yeah. With that being said, the values of Magic are through the roof because the people want to have them in their decks, right? And I think you'll see down the years in Pokemon, there hasn't really been this. Obviously, you've got all the vintage stuff being like thousands of pounds, but there never really was a rush to get modern cards graded, even though they look so great, in my opinion. So you'll see that a lot of the cards through the years that were expensive, like was it the Shaman EX or the Holo Jirachi? The Roaring Skies. That was valuable because of its playability. And I think what we'll see with Battle Styles, I think you'll see a lot of these cards people will want them to play in the tournaments with. I think this is a set for playability, right? Not necessarily a set for collectors, and that's potentially why they added this special style in to like try and draw the collectors in as well. But I'm really interested to see how it does, and I'm interested to see if it is going to be a dead set like people are saying, or if people are going to be surprised. But usually, in Pokemon, if everyone's looking one way, if you look the other, it's not necessarily a bad decision. Like with the Primes.
That's always the thing to do. It's always the thing to do. It's the way I've done it. If everyone's going, oh, look at that, I'm going over here.